How's it going, guys? That Texan Collector here, and today we're going to be looking at the ceiling fan in my master bedroom of my house. This beautiful 1983 Casablanca Delta 1 in antique white. Now, if you've been a fan for the channel of a long time, you will probably recognize this fan, as I've already videoed this fan when I first got it. But I videoed it at one of my collecting buddies' house, or vintage fan collector's house. And you notice in that video I had the stencil facing down and also had a different globe because that was actually my buddy's globe and not mine. But here it is installed in my house with stencil up because that's what it just looks better in this room. It just matches the room better. But so there's actually something pretty neat about this fan that happened compared to the last time you saw it. So if you remember the last video of this fan, the bearings were actually atrocious. They were actually really bad and made a lot of noise. But since then, this has had a full motor swap. Because originally, me and my friend who helped me, we were just going to replace the bearings. It's like I've gotten new bearings for it, but when we did, in the top housing of the motor, the top bearing was seized into the top housing of the motor and it would not come out. So we had to just basically do a straight up motor swap. So even though this fan is a 1983, the motor, switchboard, and bearings obviously are from a 1993 Casablanca Lady Delta, and that became a donor. So therefore, this is now officially the quietest Casablanca I have in my collection. The bearings are dead silent, the motor is dead silent, it never runs hot, it doesn't even get warm. It basically just birthed new life into this fan. And the spin down's really long, so no further ado. My mom made custom tassels for this out of porcelain. It's really cool. Go ahead and fire it up on low. This fan just looks so good in here. Strange sounds you're hearing on my cat, who just had to clean herself during this. Thank you, Tiki, I appreciate that. But yeah, this finally replaced the dying Vitex Singet Deluxe, I guess you could say. That weird tiny motor builder thing from the 80s. And I say that because when I pulled it down, it actually did have a date on it from 1986, so it was actually older than I thought. But that thing was in such bad shape. It was the original fan to this house, kind of like the one that used to be in the living room before I put the Hunter up. But now it's officially gone because it had capacitor issues and switch issues. Like, there was no differentiation from speed. It was all one speed, regardless what the pull chain was on. But whenever I pulled it down, the motor was incredibly hot. So it was already on its way out. But this is officially the best fan this room will ever have, probably. And it is dead silent. It looks so good. We'll take it to high. So since this fan, it originally came with no light kit, that's why in the first video we put a light fitter on it, but in this go around, I actually had the opportunity to use my new in box antique white K1 light kit, so that's what's on it right now. And the glass was a glow light I ended up finding at Habitat Restore, Habitat for Humanity, those kind of household store, which was cool because they usually don't really have globes that often, but it does have a very minor wobble because one of the blades is slightly tweaked, so, but it's still a powerhouse and I love it. So now spin down. As well as that, I can show you the tag. Onto the bag right here. This thing is just in such good shape. It's a better look at those tassels, they're really cool. But yeah, that's really it. I'm not going to show the full spin down because it legit takes close to like 2 to 3 minutes. And I'm not in the mood to run this video that long, even though I've been talking a lot. But yeah, that's really it. 1983 Casablanca Delta 1 in Snow White. No, my bad. Not Snow White, antique white. The Delta 2 in my room is Snow White. But yeah. Feel free to leave a like, a comment, or even subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff. And I'll see you in the next one.